Miletich versus Landi. America versus Brazil. So many people have been waiting for this match. It's been years in the making. Some people thought it was being avoided, two great champions. And here he comes, José Landi, 5'11", 176 pounds, 39 wins and 3 losses. This man is a legend in Brazil. He's got tough kicks, tough knees, he's got attitude. He will not quit.
I tell you, to touch on that will not quit, we saw the fight in Brazil between Pele and...
Okay, and here he is, Pat Miletich, Bettendorf, Iowa, 5'10", 175 pounds, 30 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. As you were saying, Pele was fought against Chuck Liddell, wasn't it?
Chuck Liddell, punishing fight. He took a great deal of punishment. Pele and Miletich both have a common opponent in Macaco.
Jorge Macaco Patino, right. Miletich fought him in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and Pele knocked him out twice in Brazil. This will be for the world title. Pat's strengths are endurance, hard punches, defends the takedown, and he's a technician. And he also, as we said earlier, shuts down his opponent. And let's go to the tail of the tape. Miletich is 31 years old, 5'10", 175 pounds, 71.5 inches in the reach. Pele is 26, 5'11", 176 pounds, and 74.5 inches on the reach. This is the one we've been waiting for. Let's go up to TJ Thompson for the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rome, Georgia, the Forum, World Extreme Fighting 8, Goin Platinum. Are you ready? One more time, ladies and gentlemen in Georgia, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, their fighter to my left is ranked number 2 in the world by the Mixed Martial Arts Association. His style is Vale Tudo and Muay Thai. His fighting record is 39-3. From Curitiba, Brazil, please welcome José Pele Landi. His opponent tonight, the fighter on my right in the blue full contact fighter trunks, is ranked number 1 in the world. A professional fighting record of 30 wins against only 2 losses and 2 draws. Fighting out of Bettendorf, Iowa, please welcome the Croatian sensation, Pat Miletich. It will be 3 8-minute rounds on Big John McCarthy's command.
It's for the World Extreme Fighting.
There will be 2 more fights after this fight, ladies and gentlemen. Stick tight.
It will be for the Super Fight Championship.
Here we go.
This is the clash of the lightweight titans. World Extreme Fighting 8. Going platinum. Pele versus Miletich. Both men are accomplished on their feet, on the ground. Anything can happen in this fight. Good jab by Pele. Miletich shoots in. Now here we see Miletich doing just what everybody said he would do, and that's to shut down Pele to a certain extent. Pele has got great knees.
I tell you, in a pre-fight interview, Stephen, Pele made an interesting comment. He said that Pat Miletich is the 8-ball for this fight. I think the reference he was making is he's been playing cool in the NHB world for several years, and this is the 8-ball he needs to see to become the number 1 lightweight fighter in the world, as we see Pele Landi work the takedown on Pat Miletich.
I think that this is going to be an interesting fight. What Miletich needs to do is pretty much what he's doing. He needs to slow Pele's pace down. He needs to do what Horn did to Nogueira and basically make Pele fight his fight. That was a beautiful left hand. Pele goes for a leg lock. Pele is going for a straight Achilles lock. He's trying to turn it over. I don't think he's going to be able to get this on Miletich, but the fact that he's going for it shows that Pele is not afraid to try wild things.
Well, in the interview, Pele also made the comment that one of his biggest attributes is he lets his spirit fly when he fights. And we certainly know he lets his knuckles, feet, and everything else fly as well.
As we just saw, Pele missing with the high roundhouse.
Okay, now we're in stand-up mode. We can expect to see punches from Miletich, punches, kicks, and knees from Pele. I expect a low kick from Pele any minute.
Said in his pre-fight interview that he felt that Landi was a very, very tough character. Wow. Nice front kick there by Pele Landi. That he felt that Pele Landi was...
There's the low kick.
He felt that Pele Landi was a very, very tough character, but he was only as tough as you let him be, and that he wasn't going to let him get going. We'll see if Pat can apply the pressure and keep that from happening.
Now they're in the clinch. Pat knows to get close. He doesn't want to be in the tie clinch. Pele underhooks. I expect the left knee of Pele. Body punches on Miletich. Pele going over the top. Nothing there. Good body punch by Pat. Pat blocking Pele's right knee. Another good body punch. There's the left knee. There's a lot of respect, obviously, between these two fighters by the way they are fighting. They know they can't make a mistake.
He's grabbing my gloves. Let go of the glove. Let go of the glove.
I think we felt that there may be a feeling out period here, a bit of conservatism. As we know, Pele gets going as the fight progresses. He really starts to find his stride, to find his mark. Pat's game plan has always been to fight his fight and his fight only. It'll be interesting to see where this heads.
Pat turning Pele back into the cage. Good ploy, good strategy by Pat.
Hands off the trunks. Hands off the trunks. Let's go. Come on.
Attempted elbow there by Pele. It just landed on the top of Pat's shoulder. Nothing on it, per se. Pat is doing what he does. Some have said that Pat is not the premier fighter when it comes to excitement. It was a good knee by Pele, but he is there to win.
As I said earlier, Stephen, he just goes out and imposes his game plan on everyone that he fights. He does not get ruffled. He does not get hurried. He does not get impatient. He imposes his game plan on the other fighters, and that's certainly his biggest strength. He fights his fight.
But that's the third knee in a row that Pele has landed to the body. A little fake knee with the left, then knee with the right. Another knee to the body. These will add up later. Pele tries for the suplex. Another knee. Pele kneeing to the body. Pat punching to the body with the right hand. Pele's having his way with the knee. And a nice takedown by Pele.
Exact same takedown that he scored actually earlier with against Pat.
He's got side mount. He's not going to rush into anything.
Pat staying very calm, but sort of a disadvantage to be up against the cage pinned in like that.
Pele has fought a number of his fights in Brazil with headbutts. It must be a little bit of a conscious effort to not throw the headbutt in a fight like the World Extreme Fighting rules, which do not allow headbutts.
I tell you, it's interesting that you say that because we saw Mark Colin briefly earlier, and that was one of his biggest assets was headbutts, when those were taken away.
Pele jumps up and lands right on kick. Beautiful beautiful stomp kick, and then he catches Miletich on the way up.
Steven, did you see the vertical leap that Pele just instituted?
It looked like Michael Jordan to me. Well, maybe not that high, but it looks like Pele is trying to get into Miletich's head. Pele, when he saw Miletich at the hotel, had an interesting way of greeting him. He took off his jacket and walked over to him and looked him right in the eye and shook his hand. Pele throws the left hand. Pat's throwing punches. Now, Pele goes for the jump knee. Pat tries to punch his way out. Another knee by Pele.
Pele looking very strong there in that tie clinch.
Tie clinch is not where Pat wants to be. He can punch his way out, but Pele, if he lands one knee on the chin, Pat is cut.
There is a small amount of blood coming out of what appears to be over the right eye of Pat Miletich, Steven.
I don't believe the cut, though, will actually take Pat out of the game plan. You don't come in and fight somebody of Pele's stature and not understand you're not going to get cut. So I believe, Pat understands that, you know, you're going to take some hits against Pele, but
Sure. It's interesting, with the exception of about 3 body shots, Pat has not landed a great deal of punches to Pele. This is exactly as we expected because Pele has thrown the knee and Pat has thrown the punch. They've clinched. Not a lot of ground. Nice elbow by Pat Miletich, though. It was more of a forearm strike, but still, nonetheless.
Steve, there's a welt on the left leg of Pat Miletich, which we had a good look at there for a moment.
As I said before, some of the stand-up and striking in the earlier matches is mainly done, not for cosmetic reasons, but it was done to score points. Pele has got dangerous strikes.
Nice foot stomp there by Pat Miletich on Pele.
wait, what? Excuse me, I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
That was a good thing. Where Pele, he can low kick a guy one time and then the welt will form. And that's the end of round 1. A very, very interesting and technical match. Looks like John is warning him about something. Pat's in his corner, on his knees. Pat looks a little bit flustered or something. Something's wrong with Pat Miletich.
You can't fight, you're done. You done? You fight another day, brother.
This is terrible. Pat is limping around. It looks like he can't continue. Something's wrong. This is terrible.
He does have a minute to recoup here. It'd be interesting to see what happens.
Pele looks unscathed. The fight is over. The fight is over. Pele goes out and shows the respect. There's no hard feelings. He's back. Oh, what a terrible disappointment for Pat Miletich. Pele Landi had a lot of good strikes in the first round and may have squeaked out the first round, but there was a whole fight ahead of us. But Pat's back went out. Our heart goes out to Pat Miletich.
Wow, a disappointing end to a much anticipated fight. I'm sure we'll have a rematch or a matchup of this in the future. What an unfortunate event for Pat Miletich.